So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at one of the latest color combinations, which is coming for this warped runner, which is coming from New Balance, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, dropped in the last couple of weeks. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really helps out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're going to have a look at one out of those two latest color combinations available for this range coming from New Balance. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see will come in one of the regular boxes in this dark gray colorway, which will have this New Balance logo and the lettering here on top of the lid. So let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this very interesting color coming from New Balance for this warped runner in this clay ash colorway. So as I said earlier, guys, in the last couple of weeks we got at least two new colorways for this warped runner. One of it will be this clay ash one. We also had the other one, which is called the licorice. For sure this one it's one of my favorite, at least out of these two. So as usual, the retail price for this one will be £155, which will make it around $170 and I think that this is the normal pricing coming for most of these releases. And as usual, this one will be a pair of lifestyle shoes coming from New Balance, which it's actually quite a very simple and straightforward release, which will have a mix of very interesting mesh with some very nice overlays, which at least for today's pair will be a very hairy suede. And these ones will actually sit on this very well-known already fuel cell material, which actually dropped a couple of years back as a material used mainly in the running shoes. In case you're not a big fan of this specific colorway, on StockX for this one we have around 14 or 15 color combinations altogether, so I guess it's not hard to find a proper colorway for you. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper, as most of these releases for this range, we're gonna have a mix of just two materials. One of it will be this very faded mint color for this mesh material. So this one will be used as a base layer for all of this upper, and of course on top we're gonna have just one other overlay, which will be this very hairy suede in this cream color, which will be present here at the front of the shoe, at the lacing system, in the midfoot as a mud guard. We're also gonna have it here at the collar section and covering partially this heel section as well. But as you can see, above the heel section, this one will come in this gray to blue colorway. As in for the actual lacing system, for this one you're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place this rather chunky flat laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have this tongue made out of the same mesh material, which I need to admit that is gonna have a decent amount of padding but not too much. And this one, as most of these releases here at the top, won't have any New Balance logo, which in my opinion it's actually quite nice. And talking about the New Balance logo, we're gonna have it actually here in the midfoot, and this one won't be actually stitched on top of this mesh material. This one will be actually embroidered in this black color, which will be present on both medial and lateral side. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this mint color for this lining, which underneath will have again some minimal amount of padding. So at the bottom we're also gonna have this foam insole, which feels actually quite squishy. On top we're also gonna have a very nice lining, and here at the heel section we're gonna have your usual New Balance lettering. So now we can actually go to this rather high fuel cell midsole. So here at the heel section on the lateral side, this one will be slightly a bit softer than the rest of it, and this one will actually come in 3 colors. On the medial side here in the midfoot, we're also gonna have it in this blue color, which will also give it a bit of a support. But rather than that, I would say that this one has a very simple design. So for sure I feel that the level of comfort for this one is one of the best coming from New Balance. So now guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole, which will come in this cream and black color, which in my opinion really feels that it's gonna borrow that design from the Nike Air with this wavy pattern, which for sure it feels that it's gonna give a very good grip. Here at the heel section we're also gonna have this foam exposed, where we're also gonna have written this fuel cell lettering. As in for the actual sizing guys, for this one I just went with my true to size, and for me, as I have a skinny feet, this one fits me just fine, and I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But just in case you have wide feet guys, most definitely I would suggest to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall guys, this latest color combination coming from New Balance for this Warped Runner, in my opinion it's looking actually quite nice, and it's very similar to the original release in that sea salt colorway, which was and it still is one of my favorite. So I find that this one actually looks quite similar to that one, and as most of these releases will use quite good materials, which will contain some very breathable mesh, very nice overlays which will have this hairy suede, and of course this one will also give a very good level of comfort, giving that we're gonna have this very high fuel cell material, which for sure it's giving a very good level of comfort underfoot. So yet again I find that New Balance has brought a very interesting one on the market in the last couple of weeks. So for sure guys, if you have the chance to go for any of these colorways available for this one, which as I said earlier will be around 14 to 15 colorways altogether, for sure I will recommend it. This one feels to be one of the most comfortable releases coming from New Balance, alongside the 9060 as well. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of one of these latest color combinations available for this New Balance Warped Runner. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!